All right, guys, I want to talk a little bit about postural tips today to help you feel not so much stress in the shoulders and neck and less back pain during your workday. The first thing that I think about when I think about posture is most people say, pull your shoulder blades back and stand up tall. Well, that can actually cause a lot of stress on the shoulder muscles in the back because really the best posture is a position that you can be relaxed in where your muscles don't constantly have to be working to keep you upright. So in this case, really how I see posture is it's driven through the mid-back. So if I let my mid-back, my upper back round, what happens is my shoulders fall forward and my head falls forward. So I get that shoulder, that tech neck position or that computer posture that everyone talks about being bad, which isn't inherently bad. It's just bad if you spend a ton of time in that position. It's okay to be in that position, just don't sustain it because when your shoulders are forward and your head's forward, these muscles get really overstretched and the muscles in your neck have to work really hard to hold your head from going further downward. And so it's just a lot of strain on all the muscles and ligaments of the back, which starts to cause pain over time when that accumulates. So a good cue is to try to think about standing up tall through your mid-back. And so what I like to do is I like to cue people to raise their chest up and try to extend their ribs just a little bit, right? You don't want to be like walking around back like this, but instead of being here, it's just a simple movement here where you're just raising up from your chest and tilting upward, and that's going to let my shoulders drop back naturally, right, nice and relaxed, and my head is naturally going to sit over the top of my shoulders, which is a very energy efficient position. The other thing I like to think about is being pulled up by the back of my head like a string, right? And so what that's going to do is produce a little bit of a chin tuck so that my head's not out here. I'm getting pulled up here, and that's going to end up being a really nice ergonomic posture. Now, like I said, the best posture is one that you're not staying in constantly. So even if you were in a perfect posture, you don't want to be like sitting for 5, 6, 7 hours at a time. So get up and move around. If you have the opportunity to sit up or to stand up or to sit down, you could do this postural cue from both positions. And when you're sitting, just remember, you are probably in the right position if the back of your shoulders are touching your chair, and if you have a headrest, if your head is touching the chair. Same with when you're driving in your car. If you're driving and your shoulders are on the seat but your head isn't, that's probably a good sign that your head is forward, because if it was back where it needs to be, it would be touching in line with that chair. So that's a good cue to make sure that you have a less painful workday and you can relieve some of that shoulder stress that I know a lot of us are dealing with.